Welcome to Deep Trading. Today I'll be showcasing to you guys my updated Super Quantic profile. So let's get started. First off, we will run 3 copies of the new card, Super Quantum Black Layer. The effects on this card read as follow. When this card is in your hand and your opponent activates a monster effect, you can discard one card, special summon this card from your hand, then you can special summon one mech piece XZ monster on top of it. And if you have a super quan monster in your graveyard, you can use that also as a material for its XZ summon. Then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a super quan spell from your deck to your hand. Then we run 3 of another new card, Super Quantal Alpha and Satan. The effect of this card reads as follow. If you control a super quant monster, you can special summon this card from your hand and this card becomes at monster's level. Then you can tribute this monster, send a super quant from your graveyard to the deck to the graveyard, then you can special summon one super quant, which is not a one super quant from your deck. But when you send, you can't send a dark attribute super quant. Then we head into the old support. We run 3 super quantum white layers. This effects read as follow. When it's in your hand, you can send one non-light super quant monster from your hand to the graveyard to special summon it. Then its on-field effect is when it's summoned, you can send a super quant monster from your deck to the graveyard and it becomes that monster's attribute and level. When this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one super quantal alpha and fairy from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Then we run 2 copies of Super Quantal Alpha and Fairy. This card's effect read as follow. Well, if you control a Super Quantum monster, you target it, and then all your monsters on the field becomes that attribute. That level. Then you can tribute this card and select 3 Super Quants at random, and your opponent chooses one to summon, and the other 2 goes to the graveyard. Then we run 2 copies of Super Quantum Blue Layer. This card's effect reads as follows. When it's summoned, you can add a Super Quant card from your deck to your hand. And when it's sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle up to 3 Super Quant cards from your graveyard into your deck. Then we run 1 copy of Super Quantum Red Layer. This card's effect is when you control no monsters, you can special summon it. Then when its on-field effect is when it's summoned, you can add a super quant card from your graveyard to your hand. And when it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one super quant monster from your graveyard, but its effects are negated. Then we run 1 copy of Super Quantum Green Layer. This card's effect is when it's summoned, you can special summon one super quant monster from your hand, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you can discard one super quant card to draw a card. That wraps up all the super quant monsters. Let's go into the super quant spells. We run another new card, Super Quant Layer 19. It's such a long name, but it has 3 effects. This card's effect is you can change a monster on the field, one face-up monster on the field to defense position. And if you control Super Quant monster, you can special summon a different Super Quant monster with a different attribute. And its other effect is you can set a Super Quant trap, then it can be activated the same turn. So it's actually versatile. Then we run 2 field spells. The purpose of this card is to make your XZs and your boss monster. So it basically says you can discard a card, then summon the corresponding XZ to the Super Quant monster you control. And if you have 3 Super Quantal XZ beast monsters with different names, You can send this to the graveyard and you can summon the make beast, making then we run one Super Quantum Alpha Spike. This card has 2 effects. When you control 3 Super Quantum monsters, you can shuffle all the cards on your opponent's side to the field and they can summon a monster from the X deck ignoring the summon conditions. When there's cards in your graveyard, you can banish it with a Super Quantum Alpha Fairy to set a field spell directly from your deck to your field. Then we run one Super Quantum Mix Sword Magnus Slayer. This card's effect reads as follows. You can equip it to a Super Quantum monster. It can make up to 3 attacks in a turn by sending it to the graveyard. And it gives the equipped monster 100 attack points to its rank. That wraps up the Super Quantum part of our deck. Then we run 3 emergency teleport for consistency to summon out our blue layer. So the special summons a psychic level 3 or lower monster from the deck or hand, not once per turn. Then we run one foolish spell to send our super coins because they all have graveyard effects. Then play 1 for 1 because we run like 6 level 1 monsters, and if you send a super quantum monster that will get the graveyard effect of it also. Then we run cross out designator and call by the grave for defensive purposes. Then we run a brilliant fusion engine. Brilliant fusion effects basically that fusion summons a Gemini monster from the extra deck by sending a light monster for a Seraphinite with a Gemini monster. We're just running, you can run any Gemini monster. We're just running this because it's a fairy and we don't have the new one, but this serves a purpose later in the profile. Then we head into our hand traps. We run 3 Ash Blossoms for defensive purposes. Then the spicy card of the deck is 3 Herald of Orange Light, because we can always recur our fairies with the super quantums, and if we break on the Gem Knight we can just use it to send with Orange Light. Orange Light is a negate and destroy type of card. Then we run 2 Saravias to protect our monsters from being targeted. This card basically negates the monster or targets a monster of yours, one monster. That's the only purpose of this card. Then we run 1 Ghost Ogre. It's no rabbit because it's for hand trap purposes, and it's a psychic to summon off emergency teleport. Then we just run 1 Infinite Imperm for the cross out. And that wraps up the main deck. Let's go into the extra deck. We run 1 Super Quantum Makepeace Grand Pulse. This is our MST in the form of an XE. Then we run Super Quantum Makepeace Ouroboros. This is a Book of Moon in the XE form. Then we run 1 Magna Liger. This one pops monsters. Then we run 1 Super Quantum Makepeace Lusterex. This is like an Imperm of it. Note that all the Super Quantum mix, they can attach Super Quant monsters to them from your hand or field, and they each quick effects they have the corresponding attribute pilot. Then we run 2 Super Quantum Makepeace Great Man. This is your boss monster of the deck. This card has gains effects based on the amount of materials it has. So if it has 3+ materials, you can shuffle a card into the deck in the main phase. If it has 4+ materials, it's unaffected by your opponent's card effects. And if it has 6+ materials, your opponent can't add cards. That includes drawing, except the draw phase obviously. And when it's sent to the graveyard, you can summon 3 mix from the graveyard to the field. Then we run the link monster, this new super quantum making blaster magnet. This is just here to help with your consistency because it helps you draws when you summon XZ monsters under it. And when it gets destroyed, you can special summon super quants and super quantum monsters according to the monster that got destroyed. You don't actually need to play it. Then we just go into a link 2 package of dark because super quantum black layer and then Satan is dark, so we can make link plays with this. And IP Masquerena just to. Then we play SP Little Nut because that's SP Little Nut. There's nothing else to explain about it. For the banish and the inboard, you can just indoor the TV brick. Then we play Nightmare Phoenix to pop spinning traps. Then we play Nightmare Unicorn to spin cards into the deck. Then we run Access Code Talker to alter into Boss Monster to finish off games. Then we play Infinite Attack Fortress Mega Clubs. Requires 3 XZ monsters and it's unaffected by cards except those of XZ monsters, and it can only be destroyed by XZ monsters. That's 4000 attack, and it can special summon an XZ monster from your graveyard, and you can attach one of your opponent's monsters to it as a material, so that breaks boards as well. So it's an alternative boss monster as well. Then we just play Gemini Seraphinite for the Brilliant Fusion. Note that the new version of the deck has multiple space, so you can play hand traps or engine according to your variant of what you like, and the extra deck also has a lot of space for you to mix up whatever deck in archetypes you want to play with it, so the deck is very versatile this format. Thank you.